Shalom. I have a document here called the Queen of the Coast. The Queen of the Coast is a marine principality. I first heard about this, I'll just say pre-COVID, listening to a Pastor Stephen Darby message. And his message was basically about this particular document. And after the message was over, I was digging through Google trying to find out what he was reading from, and I found it. So it's been on my spirit to present this to those that have not heard it. Now, the document originated somewhere in the Nigerian region, where those people over there are a little bit more spiritual than us over here in the West when it comes to this type of stuff, marine spirits. So I'll just go ahead and start. I'm just going to make some revisions. When the document says Lord, I'm just going to replace it with Master. When it says church, I'm going to replace it with Ekklesia or Ekklesia. And when it says Christian, I'm going to replace it with believer. And when it refers to the righteous man, that's referring to Jesus. So let's get started. Number one, assignments of the agents of Satan in the world. The Queen of the Coast sends her agents to the world. She appears with great anger on her face and said, "What a great loss. We have failed. 50 people. It is too much for just 3 years. What a great calamity. In the last 2 years, we had a great loss because of what that righteous man, Jesus, is doing. We need to act fast. Out of the 1.2 billion of souls who have died in the last 3 years to this time, close to 50 people have made it to heaven, excluding children. This is a great loss for us, and it shows that our performance is very poor. Lucifer is very sad about this, and we all need to act fast before things become worse. Now I'm sending you into the world, and I need a good report back in the next 6 months. Whoever fails to achieve their task should consider themselves dead. As you all know, there is nothing like mercy in our kingdom. A little failure, count yourself dead." Number two. Now look at the screen. These are the categories of people on it. I guess, pause here. I guess there was Satan's kingdom mimics Yah's kingdom. And there's a whole civilization that lives under the water. There's a whole, according to, I don't have 100% proof, but I believe it. All right. So I'll continue. Some people are walking naked. They belong to us. They are those who are yet to accept the righteous man in their life. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Righteous man in their life. They have been chained to one religion, view, and another. We use them for celebration. After our victory, we will eat their flesh and drink their blood by December. The rest of their blood will be used to prepare lipstick, jewelries, and cosmetic for the foolish. Some put on white shining clothes. They must be pulled down fast because they are believers that have not given their life to prayer and fasting. They hardly read the Bible. We can still get them easily. Some put on white shining clothes, but they are shielded with consuming fire and surrounded with fire. They are extremely dangerous. They are powerful believers. When we say yes, they say no. When we build, they destroy. If we close, they open. When we bind, they loose. They are mad people, and they are the ones disturbing our kingdom. Once any of them falls into your trap, kill them quickly. You can see what happens to those who are captured but who live. Now, Jesus has forgiven them, and they are waging war against us again. Moreover, see how they are exposing our plans, powers, and tactics, and now share their previous miserable experience in the kingdom of darkness to the world, and many are being converted through their testimonies. When you manage to capture them, do everything to kill them. Go and seduce them. Cause them painful wretch, regret, confusion, and program poverty and wretchedness upon their life and household. By this, they will compromise their faith and stand before Yahweh and backslide. Go immediately. Waste no time. Kill them quickly before they kill them quickly before they think about repentance or amendment. I am sending you as a flood to work and win souls for our kingdom. Our time is running short. That righteous man, Jesus, will soon come and harvest them all, and that will bring the end of our fun and aims. We need many souls as soon as possible. Go, kill, and cause terrible havoc in believers' homes and ecclesias, assemblies, churches. Okay. Number 3, Satan's mission in the Ekklesia. I am sending you to the Ekklesias. Volunteer to sweep the Ekklesias or churches. Make incantations on newcomers so that newcomers will not come again. Invoke demons on the church walls. Invoke demons on the church wall clock to make people come late to church. Do not be afraid of causing havoc in the church. Twist your fingers whenever the sermon is going on. Then the preachers will be confused and start saying rubbish. Make babies cry in church. Make children disturb. Compel the youth to chat and browse with their mobile phones. Shoot arrows of dozing and make people sleep during sermons. They cannot overcome you. Water down their prayer. It will not go beyond their roof if they are living in sin. But whenever you go to any church and the service begins with a prayer of repentance, run away, because the righteous man will answer their prayer and you will be struck. But if they pray without first confessing their sins, even if they call down fire from heaven, it will not affect you. That's something right there. I now find out that some youths have started giving their life to that righteous man, even more than adults, and they are our target. Also, that righteous man is using the youth to gain more souls for his kingdom. He keeps on exposing some of our secrets through visions and dreams. Many of them are now afraid of hell. Make them fall, and make even the pastors lust after you. I will allow those of you assigned to holiness preaching churches to put on skirts, but your skirts must be tiny and transparent. Wear thongs, split miniskirts, so one can even see your pants. Fools who call themselves pastors will not be able to correct you since you are not putting on trousers. Expose your boobs in the church. Those of you who fail in this assignment should consider themselves dead by grinding. Pretend to be one of them. Enter genuine churches and be disguised as born again believers, and target those who are single and standing and cause them to marry you. Once that occurs, destroy their vision, destroy their testimonies, and destroy their evangelical assignments. Turn their heart against Yahweh. And lastly, destroy them with immediate effect. By getting married to you, they have made a terrible mistake. Possess the children with biscuits and sweets. You give them in the church and make them rebellious against their parents. You must work as an usher. Initiate the initiate people through foods eaten in the church convention. Only the prayerful believers will escape the spell. Initiate anyone around you and anyone that has intercourse with you. We need more agents to replace the escaped ones. Manifest all possible forms of seduction and push the weak that do not know how to lead the spiritual warfare to succumb and start to masturbate. Once they start to masturbate, other demons will come into them and hold them captive. Let's pause here. Marine spirit. That's what we're talking about. The queen of the coast. As for pastors, I am sending you as pastors in the new churches that are opening now. You need more members, and I give them to you. And I have given them to you. Allow members to dress the way they like to church. I am recommending trousers for your choirs. Introduce adultery into the church by divorcing your wife and remarrying another. Never allow any of your members to cover their heads in church. Tell the women about the importance of exposing their hair uncovered in the church and the reason why they had to show off their fried hair, which cost them dearly. Tell women that their body appearance does not count before Yahweh. Tell them jewelries are good for women. Tell them to dress anyhow to church in their homes. Tell them it is not a sin to put on trousers or pants as a lady. And tell them that salvation is only in the heart and not by appearance. Organize a women committee and let the pastor see no reason to oppose your demand. Lay it upon their heart to believe that the world ends here. I am going to give you all a special charming, compelling, and enticing power that will lure their women into worldly dressing, makeup, paintings, and body beautification, and wearing of trousers both in their home and church, and will make them to believe every word you utter. Salvation, truth, holiness, and righteousness must be taken far from your lips. If you go against this order, I will disgrace you and kill you. Remember how I disgraced some pastors in Nigeria and Ghana. Just tell them to give their life to that righteous man. Once they do that, they can keep enjoying their life in sin. Tell them that their name is already in the book of life. Perform false miracles, and more members will flow to your church. Go to the TV programs, cable networks, and advertise your ministry. Make your names popular on TVs. The fools will rush to your church and leave their true church. I am sending you to get more glory through laying on of hands. The anointing oil I just gave you is to be used in anointing these fools, which left their holiness preaching church. Steal away their glory and send it down to me. As you all know how foolish humans are, they desire lies above truth. So give them as they have requested. Preach lies to them. No mercy should be shown to any of these people, else you will die. Turn the Bible upside down. Tell them it is not a sin to go to nightclubs, to drink wine or alcohol. Let's pause here. It's not a sin to drink. It says just don't get drunk. Let's continue. And that righteous man turned water into wine. Tell them they can smoke because it is not in the Bible. Perform different magic in the name of miracle and destroy many souls. I have given you all the power to perform miracles, to heal the sick, the blind, the lame, deaf, and to make dead to rise. We have discovered a way to manipulate every works, signs, and miracles done by the righteous man. We can counterfeit all his deeds, but we are still incapable of counterfeiting his blood. Queen of the coast, a marine principality. All those healings, signs, and miracles you are going to perform have a special price to pay. You must sacrifice one of your members yearly and must not eat any food prepared by a woman. Whenever you perform any miracle, such disease or infirmity will fall upon another person, but not immediately, so as not to be suspicious. You are free to mention the name of that righteous man during your preaching and healing process. Do not forget that we have already counterfeited everything. Since people already knew that we are unable to pronounce this name without suffering consequences, they will become suspicious each time that name of that righteous man was not pronounced. We have counterfeited everything. We have our demons that bear the same names. You can use them safely. Many people are now going to church for miracle, money, husband, wife, children, green card, blessing, promotion, employment, and others. Therefore, deceive them with all these worldly pleasures and possessions of life. Let them see no reason to pursue or lay treasure above, but advise them that heaven is already here on earth. I am always with you all. Whenever you encounter any danger or powerful man of Yahweh, just make a sign and I will come for your rescue. I need more blood of pastors and evangelists. Make sure you seduce them with charming spells of your eyes and your body shape and lure them to have sex with you and place your magic tube on them. When the altar is polluted, the spirit of that righteous man will depart from them, and the church will become dirty. Appear to them in dreams, dressed like a harlot to the church. Your bosom, boobs, and your laps are enough to get them. Make sure you always sit wherever their eyes will see you. Join the ushering group. Go to their offices to greet them. If they prove stubborn, to look at your side during the service. Once they see you, they will from then on be confused while preaching. Their sermons and prayers will have no effect. Catwalk around the church. Once the weak brothers gaze their eyes on you, your image will fill their heart and they will lust after you. Whenever they prove too difficult, extinguish their fire through giving of foods, envelopes, clothes, and many presents. It will only take the power of that righteous man to save them from your traps. Do everything to prevent them from fasting. Whenever they go for 3-day fasting, you must go for 9 days to encounter their fasting. You must therefore fast more than they, so as not to be defeated. I am sending some of you to set up theology schools to teach them our doctrine. Anyone who passes through our theology school will have our seeds in them. On their graduation day, anoint them and demonize them. Many churches across the world have already been captured, and the majority of them are being headed by our agents. Go and cause the righteous pastors to stop preaching about salvation messages and let their message appear funny. Our members are in the majority in their churches and are even part of the leader's team. They will influence all decisions that will be taken in the church, Ekklesia. I will send a powerful demon to assist you to cause rioting and confusion in those righteous churches and their members. I am giving you license to start manufacturing plastic chairs. I realize churches now prefer plastic chairs to wood. Every agent in each church must cast spells on every chair in the church. Anyone who sits on it will be weak in the spirit and will never have any interest in the message preached, and they will sleep off in the church. But these spells will not work on those crazy Christians who pray a lot. Number 4, attack the night vigils. I want to send you more I want to send more of you to Africa because Africa is a very dangerous zone for our kingdom. Most of the arrows sent to us were usually sent from Africa, and most of these arrows are sent to us, especially on Friday when they gather for prayers. Now, Lucifer has given an instruction. Since they all meet on Friday to wage war against us, we must always gather on Thursday to wage war against them first. Shoot them with arrows of tiredness, such that they will desire to rest on Fridays rather than meeting together for vigils. The fools do not understand the facts that a night vigil is more powerful than 3 days fasting and prayer. Once the fools sleep, we shall come and feed them in dreams, have sexual intercourse with them, and also plant weeds in their fields. They will pray and fast for 3 or more days before they will be able to get rid of our weeds. Once we get them to sleep, we will continue on our own mission of destruction by planting different kinds of havoc into their families. Remember, Og Maga, one of our best agents, was struck down by that righteous man. He succeeded in many countries, but he was struck by that righteous man when he started his mission in Africa. So those of you sent to attack the saints in Africa must be careful. Nevertheless, if you fail in your mission, I will kill you. Those wicked Christians have succeeded in eradicating Ebola out of Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. I hate the Christians or believers in Africa. They are always troubling and destroying our work. Despite the fact that our own ministries have filled up their countries, yet that righteous man keeps on bringing people from nowhere to pull down our plans. Those fools who call themselves government think they are eradicated. The fools who call themselves government think they eradicated this disease with their own knowledge and wisdom. They never knew it was the prayers of the believers that stopped the disease. Referring back to Ebola. The Queen of the Coast, a marine principality. Number 5, Satan's mission in the choirs. Join the choirs to introduce unclean music and satanic dancing. Other youths in the church will copy your styles and your mode of dressing. As I always do, I have treated your throat in the lab, and your voices will be as sweet as honey. Introduce our songs, our way of singing and dancing in the choir to invite more demons into the church. Praise their God with a disco dance. Inflate the drummer beat to our beat. Also, disturb the amplification motors and bring out a horrible sound. Make sure you code everything. Always mention my nickname in your gospel music. Fools do not know. Now that most of our songs are sung in churches today, we will come in. We shall win. Young men, entice the women in the choirs with money and everything I have given you. Put on figure-hugging clothes. Expose your chest. Put on short trousers to church. Sleep with them. But for strong Christian women, appear to them in dreams and reveal yourselves to them as their future husband. The fools will be carried away by dreams and will not pray further. And you women, allow the men in choir to sleep with you. We must pollute the church. Number 6, be very close to true Christians. I want to use the word believers. Be very true to close believers. Go to higher institutions. Target those believers who serve the righteous man, holy and kind-hearted. Make friends with them. Visit them at home. Try your best to always be around them. If possible, do their domestic job for them. Find a way to sleep in their houses. From then, you will get them. Many of you are friends to these newborn believers. Now you must get even closer to them with these cosmetics. The fools think they can overcome your seductive power with their prayers. Make sure you put on skinny clothes that will show all your shape. This is one of the arrows we can use to pollute the mind of those young men who are in that man. Once you get them, kill them so they will not have another chance for repentance. I am sending you into the universities and colleges. Watch out especially for true Christian believers, disguised as secondary school students, and let those believers, teachers, and young corpers lust after you. Once they have sex with you, place your tube on them. They will never get tired of having more sex until we finish their blood. We need to begin their downfall from their heart. Our time is short, no time to waste. Go to their offices and make sure that they covet you. Give them bribes. Always want to sit beside them if they are men. Always make sure they keep seeing your boobs, face, and laps. You will keep ringing in their memory, for the demons will assist you more. Push your Christian's boss to appoint you as his personal secretary. He can never avoid seeing you all the time. Once they lust after you, you will receive a signal immediately. Do not be afraid of going closer to them. Keep talking to them. Even if they do not want to, your images will be appearing in their memory continuously until they fall into sin. Always look sexy and be cheap for them until they eventually fall on your laps, then kill them. Do not give them any chance. Never be friends with false believers, but use them as tools to destroy true believers. Yahweh does not listen to their prayers. Their prayers do not even leave their temple of prayer. Be in friendship rather with true believers. Do everything possible to quench the fire in them. Even some of my agents are now waging war against me. After that righteous man delivered them from my hands, we need to shift our battle to these people fast. We must isolate them for destruction. We need to start appearing to them too in dreams like angels of light and teach them to do against the Bible. We also need to increase the love of money in their life. We must turn them against each other and cause them to be jealous of themselves. Cause them to sell the gospel. Instigate them with the spirit of pride, vain glory, and covetousness. Stir up their angers always. Always also encourage them to sell their visions and CDs, books, and DVDs until the love of money occupied their heart. Feed them with counterfeit visions, and lastly, destroy them. I'll read one more and then I'll come back in a different video. There's a couple more parts to this. Number 7, Satan's mission in Christians' families. Again, this is the Queen of the Coast, a marine principality. Plant different kinds of havoc into believers' families. They will not have time to pray and will get tired of serving that righteous man. For we shall give them problems. They will be nursing and make them forget about that righteous man. Once they forget about him and his spirit departs from them, do not give them a second chance. Kill them immediately. Turn into rats, flies, mosquitoes, or cockroaches, etc., to monitor the activities of any believer's home. Cause quarrels and disputes between husband and wife. Make the woman look irritating in the eyes of the husband and make children rebellious against their parents. I'll rephrase that. And make sons and daughters rebellious against their mothers and fathers. Cause the husbands to beat their wives. Cause the wives to disrespect their husband. Cause the women not to cook for their husband, so that they can go and eat our demonic food sold in the canteen. Though we will initiate them, we need to target believers' homes, especially those who got married with our rings. We must afflict them with barrenness and cause them to lose hope in that righteous man. Destroy every happy and peaceful home. I hate joy and happiness. Destroy new marriages and increase divorces. The fools will focus on the witches in their family, on their village witches, and accuse the neighbor for their downfall. Our first targets are genuine believers, most especially those receiving visions from Yahweh. They're saying God. I like Yahweh better. It's more direct. So we're at 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and do this as a part 1, and then I'll come back and multiple videos, 1 more, 2 more, whatever, and continue with this series. The Queen of the Coast, a Marine Principality. Shalom.